Welcome to part 10 of the Edwardartsupplyhands series titled Fearful of Magnificence. A link to the full post will be in the description below, as well as Edward's channel. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe for more. So part 10, Fearful of Magnificence. How do we not fear the feeling that frees us? If you've been reading this series, you know this is about giving yourself exactly what you want in your mind. There is no difference than what Neville has said in the past. We are granting all our wishes in ourselves. However, we should go beyond just granting wishes and start seeing ourselves highly in our minds. We should become absolutely grand and magnificent for the sole purpose that we can do and we can have what we want. However, at times we find ourselves imagining all wonderful things, and then we go to feel what we want, only to fear it. There's this certain feeling of fear that restricts that glorious feeling from expanding within you. Questions and doubts arise, and if we lend our ear to them, that glorious feeling becomes dimmer and dimmer. Then we may feel incapable of freedom, of our own salvation. We feel that fear and go back into our caves that we dwell in, our caves of desire, still wishing for freedom. Who is going back to the cave? Who is resisting the feeling of freedom? Who is restricting the thoughts of glory and splendor? Let the weak say, I am strong. Are you not in desire within yourself? Let the desiring say, I am fulfilled. May they come and drink and eat without a price, says the mind. You do not have to have any qualifications to feel what you want to feel. Forget the past or your worries about the future. There is no price to pay to feel what you want in your mind. You are always safe to feel what you want in your mind. When you go to feel that feeling you have been yearning for, and fear stops you, it is not a separate entity stopping you. Remember, the monstrous being is your own creation, and you defeat it, not by fighting it, but by not fearing it. You learn to stop fearing the wonderful things by seeing it is you who is holding yourself back. Taste the feeling just for a moment and see there's nothing to fear. Then the fear becomes smaller and smaller. Once you break through your own fear of wonderful feelings, you will see it was all you all along. All fear are mental imaginings that you are creating within yourself. Knowing, you bring the power of creation back to yourself. So for practical application, I like to call this the for once meditation. This is what helped me stop fearing beautiful feelings. Lay down and just relax. The intention of this meditation is to feel for once what you have been wanting to feel, that you will commit to freeing yourself from within for once. This is not about changing the world, but yourself from within. Find something within you that you've always been wanting to feel. Remove all ideas of trying to manipulate the world. Leave the world just as it is, and remember to change self. We change self when we actually feel what we want to feel. Once you start to feel it, and that fear sparks up, do not fear it. For this one time, do not fear that feeling. Instead, bring understanding to the mind on why you should not fear it. Tell yourself something along the lines of, I will not allow myself to feel this wonderful feeling for once. I will free myself just for this moment. I'm willing to put this fear that I always feel aside for a moment, and I will accept this beautiful feeling. I'm willing to free myself for once. For once, just allow yourself the freedom to feel what you want. I promise you, if you just try it for once, all it takes is one time for you to feel this and you will not want to go back. Here's an example. I wanted to become so confident, and I wanted to see myself highly, and I would be praised beyond my wildest dreams. I lay down and feel this. I start seeing myself highly. I see myself as wonderful. I'm walking places with confidence I did not know I had. I then see myself on a throne. Then I see myself as a glorious, beautiful being of light. I hear all these praises coming to me, all because I want to. Then I go to feel this. This happens quickly, almost at the same time, but I'm only breaking it up for clarity. Then I start to fear this feeling. It does not seem real anymore. What if nothing happens from this? What is the point of this? Thoughts of the past when I was not confident or mistakes I made arise. Then that beautiful, freeing feeling starts to appear. I start to feel stuck, not sure what I should do. Then I bring understanding and purpose back to my mind. I come back and tell myself the whole purpose was to feel that beautiful feeling, not to fear it. I want to give my inner self, my mind, what it wants. And I want to feel that amazing feeling of ecstasy. This changes self, and that self is always reflected. I am creating the fear, and I am the one stopping myself anyway. So for just once, I will allow myself to feel this. Then that feeling I wanted starts to come back, and it opens up my body. Anxiety is replaced with ease. In me liking the feeling and the high I am being given, I want to intensify it. I want to feel this in my core because it feels so great. I want this to become my core feeling. Once I feel this wonderful feeling, I continue to allow it to grow. I do not force. There's no need to force. Just feel it grow and allow it to free yourself. Once I reach that state of ecstasy, I remind myself how much greater this feeling is than fear. How living my life in that low state of fear has brought nothing but undesirable outcomes. How allowing myself for just once to feel this beautiful feeling will and must reflect in my world, because I'm changing inner self. And this inner self, the only self, is the one that is pushed out. There's nothing or no one to change but self. If you start seeing yourself the way you want to see yourself within, that self will be reflected. Changing inner self is the key. Make a commitment that you will fulfill every desire you have within, regardless if the outer thinks it's impossible. To know if you did it correctly, the feeling will start to open your body up. Ease comes, and from this, you will start to naturally think from that feeling. We are always thinking from feelings, so it is our feelings we must change. Understand desire is a feeling that is held within, and the inner you wants it to be fulfilled. It wants to change the feeling of desire and the feeling of fulfillment. A quote by Edward. And as Neville says, a change in feeling is a change in destiny. Thank you for listening.